So, having put the probe away, we can now look at some of the camera tools that we've got available for measuring features by non-contact. Here you can see a list of tools that I have available to me. These are all video edge detection tools, ranging from the standard geometric features like circle, line, arc, point, and so on. And we've got some more specific functions to Fusion, like thread tools, curve scanning, profile scanning tools, one-click feature, and a great tool, which is a great new tool, which is all features in an area. So we'll come on to those later. Let's just talk about how we take data. Those of you who are used to or have had experience measuring parts using a profile projector or optical comparator will be familiar with this. You would typically, in the most basic form, use the crosshair on your screen to target points. And I've got a crosshair here on my screen, and basically I can simply zero out the DRO count. We can move the object across, the image across, align that with the crosshair and read off a distance on our DRO. Simple point-to-point measurement. Of course, we can still do those simple, quick and easy measurements on the Venture, but for the most part we're going to change our measurement method from crosshair and any of these other manual methods to edge detection. That's the power of vision. So when we take edge detection measurements, I'm just going to line this part up so that we can start to show you the difference. So with using the video edge detection tools, I can simply draw a box over the edge of this line that I want to measure, and I'm creating a scanning width here, and with the next click of a mouse I've fired the tool, and you can see here that I've taken, in this case, 233 points in one mouse click. So the first thing that you can understand from that little exercise is vision's fast. So if that was the end of this feature, I would simply hit the green tick and we would move on to the next feature, but I can see there's more of this line outside of my current field of view, so I'm simply going to either use the joystick or the mouse to drive the stage over and fire the tool again. Because my measurement window is open, I can simply add more and more data, measuring bigger features using multiple camera grabs. So I've measured a line now with 430 data points. I'm going to use that as a reference feature, an alignment feature, and that's the end of that. And you can see in my XY view here now, I've actually drawn the feature we've just measured. Let's bring a circle into view now. Same thing, I haven't changed the tool because I've got an auto select tool selected up there in my toolbar, and you can see that tool just automatically went to a circle tool. Same process, I've got a scanning width here, and in this case I've scanned a nominally 2mm diameter, taking 304 data points. So what that tells me is a very accurate calculation of that diameter, and here it is, but it also gives me a very, very good understanding of the form of that circle, because 300 and something points around a 2mm circle describes the shape of that circle extremely well. So it's like we've scanned it, and vision gives you a good understanding of form error as well as the nominal geometric result. Okay, so a great tool that we have on the Venture XT is the ability to drive the stage using the mouse. So if I just click my mouse and grab the image and drag it across there, you can see that the stage does a corresponding move. I don't have to take my hand from the mouse onto the joystick to do that, and that's a really convenient way of driving the machine around the part that you want to measure. So again, using the auto select tool, I'm simply drawing boxes, and you'll notice this time I'm speeding things up using the mouse drag tool. I'm not even having to complete each of these measurements, I'm just simply drawing boxes. The software is making great decisions about giving me the right kind of tool for each feature. So for simple parts like this, setting the inspection routine up is incredibly easy. If you can use a mouse, you can use Venture. So, having created some measurements using our video edge detection tools, you can see here on the left-hand monitor I've got a graphic representation of the part we've just measured. So clearly we've measured something, but where are the results? Well, the way that Fusion works is to just simply allow you to select the features you're interested in and start to populate this view with dimensions, just like that. So if I want the angle between these two lines, I'll simply select those two lines, and the software intuitively gives me the right dimension type according to the selection I've made. Now, a lot of people like this style of reporting. As engineers, we're all used to reading engineering drawings, so basically I'm arranging this view just like the drawing, the manufacturing drawing, that I'm using to control this part. So another example would be if we selected, say, this radius and this radius, the software's previewing the dimension type it's going to give me, and if that's the way the drawing calls that out, then that's fine. I'll just decide where to position that dimension. But if it's not, then simply right-clicking at this point allows me to change the dimension type to the type that replicates the way it's called out on the drawing. So setting up your results in a familiar way is incredibly